bait, gotta get the bait. Ain't no need to lag, ain't no need to lag. Yeah, gotta chase the bait, gotta chase the bait. Ain't no need to.
What's up and welcome to Lunchtime in the Lab, live just on YouTube today. I was 2 minutes late. I apologize. Trying to quickly, I'll tell you, I quickly recorded the pick of the day. Just posted that on Twitter. It's on YouTube. I don't know if you guys get any of those notifications or anything like that. That play is not going to be talked about on this podcast. So if you're interested in an additional play, I've gone back to back 2-0 on the pick of the day. I like it a lot. So make sure you guys check that video after this show here. So let's go ahead and get into it. I will say quickly, Tay, we can do I was trying to remember trying to remember the plays that I even was about to share. Let's see. Make sure I was sharing the right screen here. Where you at? So yeah, I like both of those. Both of them have got some juice to it. The Hunter Green play, I've actually got a collab coming out with Jay Bookie on Twitter. That is my leg in that. So I definitely do like him there. Frankie Montas just went like 7 innings. I think Hunter Green's a better pitcher. The Rockies haven't been, real strong. So I think that's a good look. And then Justin Steele, has been consistently over this number. I think like 5 for 5. 100% in his last 5 or something like that. I do worry a little bit about the Orioles, but the Orioles are just like slumping right now. So I think both those are probably a pretty good look. Okay. Anyhow, very quickly, guys, if you're not in the Discord, I just want to give this quick little disclaimer. I have a feeling that today, look, Thursdays have been horrendous for baseball betting. To the point where it's like normally Sundays are pretty bad for baseball. Like Thursdays are becoming like a new Sunday kind of thing. If you're unfamiliar, we have All-Star break coming. Sunday's the last day. Everyone's on this like heck of a stretch. No one's getting days off. Everybody is playing. Tomorrow, everybody starts a new series. It's going to go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. Some of those guys maybe aren't playing on Sunday. You have a lot of guys traveling after the games today, and it just gets weird. So you got to just kind of take that with a grain of salt. I've got some plays here in terms of the Discord. I'm going to have some early action. Not interested in this Mets and Nationals. I'm going to have like double action on the Rockies and the Reds, the Tigers game, the Brewers game. And then after that, my pick of the day includes something from the Red Sox game here. But after that, I don't know. Oh, I guess the Yankees too. So I am a little spread out for the podcast. But in terms of the like Discord wise, I'm going to be kind of taking it not even slow, man. I'm going to still have probably 3 units. But I think we just got to be a little careful, and I'm going to, do some Canadian football research here too. But Pirates no run first inning. Savali's bad. So Trent, I did notice that I'm like super limited on that at least today I am on that early up promo. But yeah, the Pirates actually, I looked at it and then I looked at the promo and I was like, oh, I can't hardly bet anything on it. So yeah, I would certainly lean Pirates. Marcus, I would think Pirates no run first inning, but Aaron Savali is not a good pitcher. The Pirates are hitting a lot of home runs. Savali gives up a lot of home runs. This is a game the Pirates should win, in my opinion. But let's get into it. Like I said, I've said it a little more recently or whatever. I'm trying to not have the show be forever. So I'm going to try to be a little more concise. Not too much of this talking, rambling on or whatever, and I know some of you guys don't mind the 40-minute podcast, but at the same time, I don't know, trying to be creative and try to get, more watchers. And if I'm a little more concise and to the point, maybe people won't feel like it's such a chore to have to, get the information or whatever. So like the video, subscribe if you're, here for the first time and you haven't, checked me out or whatever. And like I said, I posted that pick of the day, tweeted it. Yeah, I did. I tweeted it out. It's on YouTube. So make sure you guys, after this, you get into there and you check that video out. Like they're like 3 minutes long. So, I mean, it's not, nothing crazy. Okay. Let's see. Wow. Cortez is moving all over the place. I guess let's talk about him real fast. That's crazy. This was like plus money this morning. Um, Line movement is just so crazy some days. So let's see, he's minus 138 on FanDuel. I mean, that's not anything under minus 140. I feel pretty good about playing straight. The minus 140 is normally about my cutoff. I feel like it's going to end up closing at 16 and a half probably. Come on, man. What the heck? All right, whatever. I feel like this integrated bet 365. No. Weird. I don't know why like nothing's pulling up on here. Whatever though. I mean, we'll just have to lock it in a little juicy minus 138. He's under this in 9 of this is another spot. I guess let's back up just a hair. We went 2-1 yesterday. The Royals money line came in pretty easily. I'm trying to remember what I had with you guys because I went 2-1 in the Discord and you guys didn't get one of those plays. And then we hit the Mets and Patrick Corbin. No, I can't remember what the play was. I get confused because I have, like different groupings of plays. I know we went 2-1. I know the one miss we had was on Bryce Miller, which I feel like was a pretty good play. He ended up he only pitched 80 pitches, just like I thought. I said the bullpen was fresh. I thought we were gonna have a good look there. The Padres, man, just look, they hit a sac fly and the guy got thrown out at home. They had bases loaded and just didn't do anything with it. Just some weird stuff. I tweeted about it. The Padres had 7 at bats in a row where they seen 3 or less pitches, no strikeouts, all just hitting the ball. Like take some pitches, was weird. It was a good read, but ended up being kind of weird. Sorry, I got added to a group chat. Anyhow, we went 2-1. We're, let's look on trying to build the bad boy. But what made me think of that was, the Bryce Miller play yesterday was one of those where, it was kind of like, oh, this doesn't look great, but we're gonna go with a gut. So if you look at Cortez in this way, just in general, he's actually over this. And only 40. He's under his line in only 47% of his games. But the guy has like these massive home and away splits. Like it's pretty gross. Pull this bad boy up right here. Come on. Nestor Cortez at home has a 1.81 ERA. Dude is a beast at home. Boss level stuff at home, right? Away, he's got a 5.63 ERA. He's 0-4. The guy is not good away. Look at him in his away games. He's over this in just 2 games. Under against Toronto, who's not good. The Giants, who's not good. LA, that's not good. Arizona, who was probably good then, but has struggled. And then against Tampa, who he faces again today, he was under already. Here we go in the same matchup. He went 16 in this outing. He did come out into the 6th inning, but they knocked him out. The Rays have been hitting lefties pretty damn well. In their last 30 games, their top 5 batting average, on base percentage, OPS, top 3 WRC. You can see this little note here. He's failed to exceed 17 and a half outs in 8 of his last 10 games on the road. This is a good look. This is one of those sneaky, the guy's just not very good away. And I this must have ended up getting popular with the line move we had. This probably goes to 16 and a half. And it's probably going to be like nearly plus money at 16 and a half, or maybe it just stays juiced at 17 and a half. If it goes to 16 and a half, you can still see that he's under it. I don't love it at 16 and a half, but like if I'm hitting some of my early bets, I might come in on this on the Discord. This is going to be a kind of just wait and see how the day is kind of developing. This is a play that I do really like. This is a Discord potential type play for me, but I think that I want to see how some of this earlier stuff's going to kind of pan out in the Discord, if that makes sense. But podcast wise, we're going to lock this in for an official play. So first play, we're going to take it on FanDuel, minus 138. Don't love the juice, but that's where we're going to roll. Second play, then we'll just go in order when things are starting up for us. Marcus, we hang tight for the collab, but I do think that's going to be a pretty good look. Is his case? He's over his Ks in quite a bit. I kind of liked his Skeens outs too. Second play, Jack Flaherty over 16 and a half outs. I want to see, DraftKings didn't have it listed like all day. Oh, it is now minus 135. Okay, so better, much better on FanDuel. So we're gonna take this on FanDuel minus 118. I'll tell you this right now, guys. If this backfires on me, then no longer will I take a pitcher off of the injured list. We were on Nick Lodolo recently. We also ran into the rain delay thing, so like that really got us. But Jack Flaherty's coming off the injured list. He only missed one start though, so it's really not that bad. Chuck, Nestor under 17.5, Medina A's and not get a win. Yeah. Playing the Red Sox still, right? Yeah. Because I'm on the pick of the day. I like Tanner Houck. I think he's going to pitch well today. So I think that's probably a pretty good look, Chuck. But in terms of this is certainly a playable straight in my opinion. Checks the boxes kind of thing, but that's definitely a good alternative. Jack Flaherty, guys, has been fantastic. Over in 12 of 15, hitting at an 80% clip. One of these misses he had, that's when he left hurt. He had hurt his back. He came back, went 17-17, and ended up getting hurt again. I don't know with what. The guy constantly throws 90 some pitches. You can see, let's see. I'm trying to remember. So in his first day back, he got hurt in the 60, and then he came back and threw 73, and then right back up to 90. He only missed one game. I don't think he's going to be very limited. I also think that we have a little bit of a secondary advantage here with Flaherty, where the bullpen is pretty torn up. I don't know. Kenta Maeda started. I don't know why he's listed as under the bullpen pitcher here. But that's a lot of red. That's a lot of action. They used 3 arms yesterday. Tuesday, Maeda doesn't really count. They use 1, 2, 3. They used 4 arms there. The bullpen's a little banged up. Look at them showing the Vikings hats on here as an ad. That's funny. I was actually looking. I think this black and gray hat is pretty cool. But I don't have a plain purple Vikings hat like this. I was gonna pick one up. That's funny that there. And then here's this one. I really like minor league hats. This is just a goat eating a bat. It looks like. I don't know, man. For some reason, I just I have my local. It's a high A team. It's the 10 caps. I've got a 10 caps hat. I had 2 different 10 caps hats. I like those. Anyhow, I think this is a pretty good look. At home, man, he's perfect to this at home. This is a good spot. Like I said, My only fear is going to be, does he have a pitch count? Is there any kind of limitations in that sense? And I don't think so. I just, you just don't know. Let me try to see. Let's see. This is 4 days ago. He's scheduled to start for Thursday, which we know avoided stint on the injury list when a back issue reared its head coming. But he'll end up having missed nearly 2 weeks while waiting for two pain-killing injections. The Tigers seem confident that extended rest will help resolve Flaherty's back problems. Him missing a turn through the rotation in the first half of June. Back issues aside, Flaherty has been better than the Tigers could have. Yeah. This look like I said, like if this backfires on me, I promise I will no longer take a pitcher off the injured list. But I think we're getting a discount probably because of it. And if he only goes 80 pitches, like he can get it done. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I mean, went 87. He went over. I mean, the guy does need, because he's a pretty good strikeout pitcher. So when that happens, when a guy does strike out a decent amount, there are usually more balls thrown because you get that 0-2 count, and he's gonna throw some junk. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna throw a couple unhittable pitches. Like he's not attacking the zone like a ground ball hitter would be. So that does run the count up. I mean, the dude, look at his strikeouts. I mean, that's not bad either, honestly. But versus a right-handed pitcher, the Cleveland doesn't really strike out that much. So anyhow, second play, we're gonna ride Jack Flaherty. I feel pretty good about it. Like I said, you can get him over 60.5 at minus 118. He's minus 135 on DraftKings. So FanDuel is definitely the better look there. Joffrey, we talked about that a second ago. Well, like really at the pretty much the beginning of the show, but I think the Pirates. And probably because I'm pretty heavy Reds. I've got a collab coming that's part of a Hunter Green prop. And then my pick of the day involves some Reds action too. So for me to want to have the Rockies score runs is really the last thing that I want to happen. So I think the Pirates, honestly, with Scanes, Aaron Savali is not a very good pitcher in my opinion. So I think we're looking good there with we would be looking good with the Pirates, I think. Third play. I like the Astros. Today. This isn't one of those kind of one of these spots where like the books are kind of telling you kind of thing. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. But I mean, the Astros are one of the best right-hand hitting teams, in the league. They've got a pretty good batting average. I actually don't know what's going on with Alvarez. I know he left early yesterday. I don't really know, like, is he going to be playing or what? But shit. My son just woke up. And my wife's on a phone call. He's been getting killed. He's been giving up a lot of runs. If you look at she just texted me. Let me go grab my son real fast. No, what? Go play. It's okay. Go play in your room. You want to hang out in here? Go get it. That's fine. Oh, guys, I tell you, there's the Jort household when my wife works from home, it's just like everything goes wrong when like she's on a call.
What's those buddies?
But then she'll be on a call like 2 times a day, and it's always at the worst time. Here. Anyway, here's my son again visiting. But anyway, guy's been getting killed. Versus Houston versus a right-handed pitcher. I mean, no matter where you look at it, last 30 on the year. Second best batting average on the year, fourth best, in the last 30 days. They hit right-handed pitcher pretty well. None of them have faced him, obviously, but I mean, you got, a couple guys, three or four guys, batting over 300 against right-handed pitching. They're hitting them pretty well. Hey, they know you're here. But anyhow, if we look at some of what they're telling us, I mean, we have, look at his outs recorded. You got, what's that? Rodri Munoz. They've got his outs line listed at 15.5, juice to the under. So, we're going to be looking at the first 5 innings. So we think obviously he's going to be pitching all of that, if not, less of it. They're thinking he's going to have roughly, 5 to 6 hits given up. They've got his earned runs at over 2.5 at minus 145. So this is just kind of one of these spots. And then look at the walks allowed. They think he's going to walk at least 2 guys. So they've got, implied there's going to be about 8 base runners or something like that. But we can get, DraftKings says that he's going to go, we're having to bet whether or not he's going to go past 5 innings. They don't think so. It's juiced to the under. All right. That means that they're saying he's only going to pitch 5 innings, but they're feeling that it's very likely that he's going to have 3 runs given up. His over 2.5 earned runs is at minus 145. We can get the first 5 team total over 2.5 at minus 120. So we have value there. That's not the only reason I like it, but it is a nice reason. It is a nice little thing we have going for us there. When you have the pitcher at the same line, but juiced on one way, and then it's, better on another way, if that makes sense. It's a good spot. It's a good play, in my opinion. Hey, what you touching everything? If that makes sense, So that's kind of where we're at, guys. This is one of the faster shows I've done. So if anybody's got, I've seen, the, Skeens K's and, people ask about no run first innings or whatever. If you guys have any, questions or whatever, let me know. I mean, we can look at, another play or something like that. But to recap, we're going to do Nestor Cortez under 17.5 outs. Tampa Bay's hitting lefties really well. Nestor Cortez has not been good away. He's already failed to reach this line once already this year. We're going to go with Jack Flaherty over 16.5 outs. Dude's been over this, like I said, and just regularly. The bullpen's, a little torn up. The only fear is coming off an injury. What does that truly look like? How limited is he going to be? I can't find where he is limited. So we're going to trust it and see what happens. I'm trying to think. I mean, they pitch every 5 or 6. So, I mean, he would have pitched like July 1st. So maybe he did miss 2 outings, but he didn't go on the injured list. So, I mean, I understand he had back issues back in June where he missed some time, so hopefully it is a little scary, but I mean, the dude is just over this all the time. Perfect at home on the year, so we got to run it. And then third play, like I said, feel really good about it. The Astros over 2.5 for the third play. Like I said, don't forget that I had the pick of the day video, which is essentially a 4th play. If you guys are interested, a play that I did put in the Discord already too. Of course, if I have a play publicly, I'm going to have it in the Discord. I mean, that's the rules. Essentially, that's that's a no if you don't do that. Marcus, Nationals, Mets, no run first inning. Gore, Peterson, same matchup hit already this year. Yeah, I mean, no run first innings are just Some people really like those bets. I don't. People like the instant gratification. I think that I was kind of looking at Peterson's K prop under because the Nationals don't strike out a lot. So that's kind of my opinion on that play is that I don't think he's going to get a lot of strikeouts. He's faced them twice already this year, and he's only struck them out twice. But both are pretty good pitchers. The Mets certainly have that potential to hit a solo home run in the beginning, which is the fear, the no-run first inning. The Mets don't quite have that same thing, but I think that the Mets and the Nats, yeah, I'm sure that's a good look. I'm sure that's a good look. I'm not going to mess with the home run lotto today, guys. Like, oh, did it? Yeah, because people are probably all taking his under, Dominic. What are you doing? What are you doing? You see yourself? Are you smiling? Are you smiling? Yeah, so a lot of people were probably coming in on his under. Look, there's so many people out there that like give out, quote unquote plays or whatever that you get a lot of line movement at times. Chuck, I like Justin Steele today. And it scares me because it is the Orioles, but sometimes teams are just struggling. I don't know. If they lost, I wouldn't be surprised. If they won, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I mean, it's minus 130. That's a pretty fair price, to be honest, it seems like. Yeah, should avoid the sweep. And there's not really, Chuck, I know you're generally all about the your two-leg money lines and stuff. I would want to say I just feel like I'm so heavy on it already, but I feel like the Reds get the win today again. Well, not again. They actually lost yesterday, so I feel good about the Reds. I want to really like the Astros, but I'm pretty unfamiliar with this pitcher. I see he pitched once already, got banged up. Is a good pitcher. Minus 230 just seems like a lot for the Red Sox. Honestly, where the Red Sox they're playing good ball right now, though. They're pretty up and down, so they're certainly up right now. So I would think that Red Sox, but I mean it's just chalk. Red Sox and Reds be a pretty safe two-leg money line builder type play. Discord wise though, like I'm not interested in playing that. Like if there was nothing else on the slate, I'm trying to find some value or something, like sure. I kind of go through these phases or whatever, like I put out the play that I have out already. More than likely Jack Flaherty is going to make the list. More than likely Jack Flaherty makes the list for the Discord. I got a collab with Jay Bookie. So that's 3 units right there. I have my pick of the day that I already dropped. I'll have a collab with Jay Bookie, and I like Flaherty. All of that involves the 2 p.m. games. Not interested in the Blue Jays. Not interested in the Dodgers and the Phillies. Not really interested in the Cubs and the Orioles. Come 6:51, obviously we locked in Cortez already. Maybe look at the line. Come up with like a juice reducer. Maybe I do Medina, like Chuck mentioned earlier. Under 17.5, Medina to not get a win. That's probably that's a Discord type play that I might run if we're looking good. If I start out 0-3, like I'm punting on the day, I'm done. Astros, that first team total, maybe come in on that. There's also Canadian Football League on today, so I'll probably try to get in on like a builder or like a straight play or something. There's just there's options, so Braves. Bailey Fott hasn't been bad. Minus 118 I'm seeing on FanDuel too. The Braves just look like Trent. The Braves have made the I don't bet them list. So like I don't even pay attention to their games anymore. The Braves, the Dodgers, and I mean the Red Sox are pretty well right there for me too. A team that I don't usually bet on. So, of course, tonight, Medina would get the win if I went that route, for some plays later on or something, But this kid's making me sweat, struggling, trying to hold him from flipping around, and he keeps throwing things on the ground. But yeah, I think, like I said earlier, guys, just be careful of today. Don't go heavy. MLB is never a time to bet heavy. And 1,000% not for the All-Star break. Also tomorrow, physical therapy at 10:45, I think. So I'll text. I'll tweet about it tomorrow morning. But yeah, physical therapy at 10:45 for my hip. But it's like literally right away from it's like next to my house. So I feel like it's gonna be more like an 11:45. Maybe just call it a noon podcast tomorrow. Dude, you're killing me. Yeah, Chuck, that makes sense too. One team to win and then a pitcher not to win is like one of my favorite bets because I say it a lot. There's a lot of things have to go right to hit an over. Whereas there's a lot of things that can go wrong to help with your under, So unders honestly should be a bet that hits more often than an over, if that makes sense. Just nobody likes to bet them. Pitcher, I do an under in baseball. That's about the only sport. I guess in college football, I'll play some unders, when you got good defenses and stuff. But okay. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and close it out. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I'm going to skip the home run lotto. They've just been kicking my butt. Like I'm not even close. So like I feel bad, like even just honestly doing it anymore. So we'll put the home run lotto to the side, save a little time on the podcast too. I pushed it all the way. I think I swear I've been here for about 10 minutes just talking about nothing. So we could have been out of here probably 7 minutes ago. Hey, I know. We'll go get you some food. We need to get this kitty, some food here. So I appreciate you guys. Like I said, podcast tomorrow is going to be a little later. And then check out that pick of the day video. It's on the YouTube channel as well. Like, comment on it, help with the algorithm and all that. 2-0 on those in the last 2 days. Hopefully go 3-0. And appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys back tomorrow. Like I said, more than likely a little later, probably like a noon podcast. See ya.